Hey guys, apologize if I sound a little off. I'm still a little bit sick from last week, um, but this week we are going to be learning about the graph editor in Maya, and we're going to be showcasing that with these guys right here. So I'll go ahead and hit play. So I'll explain what's going on. They're moving from the left side to the right side, all with a constant speed. So the speed is exactly constant all the way throughout the entire animation, and it's 40 frames long. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you keep the one at the top the same, and then I'm going to have you change these three. This one is going to be ease in, this one's going to be ease out, and this one's going to be ease in and ease out. Pretty simple, but I will show you how to do that doing it with the graph editor. So you would go up here to Windows, Animation Editors, graph editor. So you want to keep this one the same, and then we're going to click on this guy. So there's a whole bunch of lines here. What all do they mean? So this, whenever I've told you before that Maya automatically puts in data between keyframes, these are all keyed from frames 1 to 40. This is how that keeps track of the data. It takes the one point, puts it on a graph, and then draws a line to the next point on the graph, and all this data is what it just automatically fills in for the rest of the frames. So it's pretty cool. I went in and changed it so that it's all just a straight line. The one that we're going to be working with is Translate X. So if you want to just specify just Translate X, might be a little bit more helpful. You can just click on this guy right here. You can click on any of these other ones too. But for today, it's just going to be Translate X. So this one's going to be ease in. So automatically, these guys start out with this button here. I think I changed it to get straight with this button, but if it is on this like straight edge, you can just turn it back to this one. So then you would go to curves, weighted tangents, and what that is going to do is that is going to allow you to mess with the points here a lot more. So then I'm going to drag select. So I'll explain it before. You can move these points, and if you move them along the graph, it actually moves the keyframe. So hopefully you can see it on the timeline too. But if I move this to the right, that puts it on frame 4. Now you can see it's on frame 4, but that's just Translate X. So all the other values that it had, Translate Y, all these others are still on frame 1. So I can undo that, just keep that there. But if I'm going to do an ease in, the graph is going to look kind of like flat here and then slowly build into this line here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this end of the tangent and I'm going to bring it down so that it's horizontal. And then once I get it to where I want it to be, if I want to make it a little bit more ease in, I can hold down shift, and what that does is that allows me to just pull horizontally. Like if I pull down or up, it's just going horizontal, and the same thing works vertically as well. So if I hold down shift, click, and pull, it makes it a little more ease, and then this side stays the same. So I will minimize this, and then we can check out the difference. See how it kind of eases into it? So that's ease in. Now we can do this one, which will be ease out, Translate X. These should be, you might have to change curves, weighted tangents on every single one of them, but that's okay. And then we just make this horizontal, and this one's ease out, so it's the same principle as ease in, just on the other side. So we want to make this horizontal, and then we can pull this by, select this, hold down shift, pull it out, and then we can check this out. Interesting. So it sort of gains speed here. So it starts off normal, and then it gains speed, and then it slowly levels out. So you can kind of play with it however you want to. The last one is going to be ease in and ease out. So that one will be just a combination of what we did for the other two. So you take this guy, curves, weighted tangents, put this guy horizontal, and then take this guy, put him horizontal, and then this is how it's going to look. So pretty interesting how you can have a keyframe starting at 1 and a 40 and have the exact same values from the keyframe from one to another, but the graph editor allows you to manipulate the in-betweens in a super simple way where you don't have to go and physically move them to a certain point and then keep track of all that. It's an easier way to make simpler motions. So yeah, that'll be the assignment, is to just fix all those, ease in, ease out, and then this one's both, and then create a play blast, which you should already know how to do, of the 40 frames, and then just submit that to me, as well as your Maya file, and that'll be the week's first assignment.